I'm very happy to welcome David Keenan into the Stound Feed studio. Thanks for coming in, David. Much appreciated. I suppose for the poor unfortunate souls out there who aren't that familiar with your music, we'll kick off from the very start and where the whole kind of getting into music and songwriting began.
Yeah, well, I suppose I'm from a little row of cottages just outside Dundalk, and went to school in Dundalk. So my childhood was basically spent at my grandparents' house.
Yeah.
And it was from that going on these mad, brilliant adventurous walks with my grandfather,
Yeah.
Where fairies and banshees existed.
Yeah.
And coming home to a bowl of stew, and my granny would be talking about this bygone era.
Yeah.
And she lived in Notting Hill
Mm.
in the 50s in London, and she used to all these stories, and she'd speak with her hands, and just at that age, it was just I needed to hear all this at that age. Like a sponge, or just a child that just
sparked your imagination.
Sparked it off the storytelling. There were two storytellers, and in that house I was exposed to. I heard the Dubliners for the first time.
Yeah.
Ronnie Drury's voice.
Mm.
There wasn't a woman, and she lived in a wood.
Yeah.
It scared the life out of me. It was just fascinating.
What age would you have been when you first heard Ronnie there?
Probably about 6 or 7 or around that. There was always being books lying around, and like Bob Dylan greatest hits, and Van Morrison and Tim Buckley, and my uncle was a writer, so it's poetry lying around, and it's just like I was just so blessed, to be exposed to all these amazing influences at the one time. So really, just the fascination with words and melody just started from there. Just again, I was just fascinated. It's like as a child you want to run away to the circus. I just wanted to run away in words and stories and songs, and so I think I started writing around 11, little stories, and just a natural progression to pick up a guitar. There was a Beatles anthology book lying around, and I just copped a few chords. And that was really it. So it's probably seriously writing songs from around 13 or 14.
Mm. And then you had a couple of stints then in the UK, where you were over there. You were in Liverpool first, wasn't it? And you used to busk outside the Cavern Club there, and good time. That
was when I was 19 and moved there for the summer.
Yeah.
And again, that was just on a whim, It's like the whole romantic idea of just getting the ferry to Liverpool. And, came across these amazing characters.
Yeah.
I seemed to just gravitate towards these strange, amazing kind of characters, but their stories really inspired me, and the people and the music again was just like I needed to be exposed to that at that time,
And it's amazing when you see so many people just walking around their daily lives, and if you stop on the street to chat to them, it's like, wow, you can nearly write like a short story based on a 10-minute conversation.
Well, I always think I'd love somebody to do that to me, If I was standing on my own, just approach me or whatever, So for someone, just observing especially when you're busking. When busks can, appreciate the fact that you just see weird and wonderful things. You're just observing, and you're taking it in. You got the eyes and the ears open constantly, and just the inspiration's out there. It's just right there in front of you.
And did you? Was it long after that? Then you were in London, and were you in London for a longer period of time, or was it?
No, London was shorter. London was the first trip to London was just a few months. But again, I just kind of used it as an exercise to seek out these kind of people, and just continuously writing, constantly, and getting some gigs, and then I came back home. But Liverpool was exceptional.
That felt quite special in particular.
Yeah, everything was like a domino effect there. Everything seemed to just fall into place. Really.
Yeah. And would you like to play a gig there someday? I'd say you would.
In Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some friends there. I've got some great friends there, great characters. So hopefully I get back to it soon.
And you played in London before, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I played a couple of gigs in Clapham.
And
then in Kentish Town.
Yeah.
But again, you're just kind of there, and you're just learning your craft.
Yeah. It's all a kind of step towards something else.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And in terms of locally here in Ireland, I mean, you played with the Frames well, you shared stage with the Frames, Mick Flannery, Damien Dempsey, Hot House Flowers. Is there anyone, you know, that you haven't played with yet, or Irish musicians that you particularly you feel like you'd like to kind of add to that list of amazing acts?
I'd love to meet Christy.
Yeah.
Christy Moore, you know.
Yeah.
I'd love to meet Christy Dignam as well, actually, but Christy Moore, I just love to listen to him, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, we talk about the Dubliners there. I think it was 1963 in the Royal Albert Hall, the record that was in my grandparents' house.
Yeah.
And when I did Vicar Street with Glenn Hansford, I got to share a dressing room with John Sheehan from the Dubliners.
Lovely. Yeah.
And it was just like reliving childhood, you know.
Yeah.
He was actually reading some poems from a book of poetry that he's just got published.
Yeah.
It was just in my element, you know. So
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
definitely one off the bucket list.
Yeah,
To say that you sang with a Dubliner.
Yeah.
We did the Air Triangle at the end, you know.
Amazing.
So yeah.
Yeah, the two Christies anyway, they're on the
Christie's, yeah.
on
I'm
the
trying to
wish
think, you
list.
put me on the spot there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, there's loads of great musicians out there that, you know, I've come across, and there's a band from Loud called Martin's Party.
Okay, yeah, I've heard them, yeah.
And they're like, I think they call it punkabilly. I think they call it.
Yeah.
The sound they're after was brilliant.
Interesting
I'd love to have a jam with the boys, you know.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine. They're in and around Dundalk, but I just never get the chance, you know.
Yeah.
But
And it's good to mix up and dip into other kind of, you know, types of sounds with your own.
Stephen James Smith as well.
Yeah.
Stephen James Smith, I'd love to do something with Stephen.
A hugely talented poet as well, like, you know.
This is it, yeah.
And then 2016 has been really, I mean, you really kind of concentrated in 2015 last year on building up to kind of getting established and regular kind of live shows. 2016 so far, a lot of that has kind of fallen into place, isn't it?
Yeah, it has since probably February. You know? It's been fantastically busy since February. You know?
Yeah.
It's been brilliant, and just getting the opportunity to meet all these people that you admire so much and respect, and just to learn from them.
Yeah.
You know, the thoughts of just being able to get some sort of gem of wisdom or knowledge of these people, you know, it's fantastic. But since February, and then in the midst of the early beginnings of summer, obviously John Reynolds from London came across my music, and now since around July we've been working on my first album, you know.
Right,
in London. So.
And would that be kind of like, would you expect loosely, like, would I pin you down to dates to have that in maybe the first half of 2017? And
yeah, definitely release. I mean, it's been a great process, but obviously, you know, because I've been writing so much and I constantly churn out the songs, I haven't released anything in 2 years, you know. That was just just an iTunes job, you know.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for it to come out. Something.
Dying to hear it.
Sure.
And you played a track off the new album for us here earlier, and we'll have the video for that coming out. What's the name of that song?
Josie Wales is the name of that song.
Josie Wales. As in the Outlaw.
As in the Outlaw.
Clint
Yeah,
Eastwood.
Josie Wales.
Yeah.
It's just based on this. I think it speaks for itself, but it's based on this kind of tragic character.
Yeah.
From kind of adolescence, you know.
Yeah. Is it like an alter ego of David Keenan from the younger days, or is it a fictional character?
I think it's probably a bit of both, you know.
Yeah.
I think a fella once told me, you know, if you're going to tell a lie, stay as close to the truth as you possibly can.
That's good words of wisdom.
Yeah, but I mean, every song on the album, every song that I write is like a diary entry, you know.
Yeah.
Really, it's brutally honest, which can sometimes trying to get back into the headspace that I was when I wrote the song can be a bit detrimental to the self, you know.
Yeah.
But they are brutally honest, and they are, you know, really kind of just first-hand accounts of my life, you know. And it's all I know. Like I can't do it any other way at this moment in time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's why people laugh at great comedians, you know, because they think that's funny because it's true.
Exactly.
You know,
it's relatable.
It's relatable.
It's their own experience.
So that's what I try to keep you know, keep it as honest as possible, and just try to kind of bear the open the floodgates as such. I mean, it's just my release, you know. It's my therapy. So
that's not to keep all that locked upstairs.
Of course, I wouldn't want that.
And I want to just quickly talk about you know, it's a terrible shame that it's taken us this long to have someone from a hotspot of music in Ireland at the moment, the town, as they say, hey, Dundalk. There's massive things happening there the last couple of years. Like you've got bands like Just Mustard, TPM, the wonderful Shane Clark and Elephants. You've got We Are the Oceanographers, and like so many more. Like nearly every month I hear about another band, and then you see just
Martin's Party are actually part of TPM.
Yeah.
So,
Andrew Hendy and the boys.
Yeah. But I mean, when you make a list like that, you know, it speaks for itself.
There could be some kind of Dundalk festival.
There should be. There should be. There's
plenty of acts.
Well, the Spirit Store is great, you know. It's the Spirit Store, and Derek Turner's been giving me opportunities since I was about 15. You know, even we were lying to him at my age to get gigs off. Back in the day, but it's brilliant. You know? It's brilliant. Real. And I only notice it as well because I've been kind of up and down the country, you know, the last couple of months, and it's only when you're away from home that you can look in with a different perspective and really appreciate the actual, you know, the artistry and the creativity that's going. This like it obviously comes in waves, but it's a great time to be just expressing yourself and to be just doing what you're doing and try to say something different. You know?
It's definitely a special time in Irish.
You can definitely put Dundalk up against anyone in the country.
Absolutely.
Just hold its own, if not blow them all away.
Yeah, exactly. And even as a dub, I take no offence at that. I'm only joking. But and then finally, Dave, where are your next gigs going to be? Where can people catch you?
Yeah, well, in between recording at the minute, you know. But I'm in the Empire in Belfast on the 3rd of December with Brona Gallagher. Yeah. And following. Oh, sorry, no, it's the 9th. Yeah. It's the 9th of December. With Brona, and the 10th in the Grand Social in Dublin. Okay. So the 10th of December is probably my next Dublin gig. But we're hoping to announce some gigs in November. Up and around Dublin and up north as well. So, that'll be all on the Facebook and the website and everything.
Well, Dave, listen, thanks very much again for coming into Stound Feed. Absolute pleasure to have you.
Thanks,
gentlemen. Thank you.